CD Soundtracks and Compilations Part 4. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to part 4 of my look at my CD soundtracks and compilations. Previous parts available on the playlist. Things to mention: a lot of compilations I've bought to help compile quizzes that I've been doing for 20 plus years. I collect Bond soundtracks. I collect obscure Beatles covers. Saves mentioning them during the video. So first up in this batch we have the new Rocky Horror Show. This is a live recording of one of the shows from the 25th anniversary tour, where Jason Donovan played Frankenfurter and Nicholas Parsons was the narrator. A lot of fun, this, because it's got all the audience participation and everything in it. Although I think it's this version. I didn't like their version of Once in a While that they did. But otherwise, enjoyable. This was mainly for quiz purposes. This is 40 popular classics, beautiful moments from the finest music. So this is classical music, all the usual suspects: Mozart, Bach, Tchaikovsky, Beethoven, Vivaldi, Handel, Strauss, Debussy, Chopin, Haydn, Borodin, Orff, Carmina Burana, Rachmaninoff, Vaughan Williams, Barber's Adagio for strings, and various others, Gershwin even, Sibelius. Lots of stuff in here that you would recognise, you know, the famous bits. This was bought, one of my very early quizzes, The Ultimate House Party, 18 all-time fun family favourites. These are sort of novelty-ish songs, mainly from the 50s. So things like Seven Little Girls Sitting in the Backseat, Monster Mash, Rubber Ball, Speedy Gonzales, Purple People Eater, Does Your Chewing Gum Lose Its Flavour on a Beppo 7 Night, How Much Is That Doggy in the Window, Charlie Brown, Mr Bassman, etc. In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry, which doesn't really fit the remit. I'm Henry VIII I Am, Zippity Doodah, Little Arrows, My Old Man's a Dustman. You get the vibe. Another one for quiz purposes. This is number ones of the 50s. So this is 18 tracks that were number one in the 50s, basically. Connie Francis, Pat Boone, Stargazers, Jimmy Young, Shirley Bassey, Platters, Tab Hunter, Tommy Steele, Buddy Holly, Bill Haley. And another 50s compilation, Hot Diggity, It's a Fabulous 50s. Again, same reason. 20 songs from the 50s. Not quite so big hits, these, and there's some, like Marion Ryan's got 3 tracks on here. Lonnie Donegan's got a couple, I think. No, he hasn't. Ignore that. But yeah, Dickie Valentine's got a couple. But it's got Istanbul, Not Constantinople, the Radio Revelers original version, which is great. And Don't You Rock Me Daddy-O by Lonnie Donegan, that's good. Teenager in Love, Story of My Life, Gary Miller. What do you want to make those eyes at me for? Meal for them and checkmates. So there's some good bits on here. Again, quiz purposes, we have Ultimate TV Themes, which is 37 TV themes. A lot of them are re-recordings. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Both American and UK, so Doctor Who and Please Sir and Who Do You Think You're Kidding, Mr. Hitler from Dad's Army, and Man in a Suitcase, which was also used for TFI Friday. But then Baywatch and Rockford Files and Hill Street Blues. So a mixture on there. And then Volume 2 as well, which is another 31 tracks. And again, you've got Emmerdale, MASH, Cheers, 30-something, Batman, Star Trek. And again, a lot of them are re-recordings. Then, mentioned in previous videos, I like getting the Brit Awards albums because they're good overviews of the year. And this is the Brit Awards 2000 album. Again, as with the previous ones, it's sort of a hip side and a pop side. The hip side has got things like Travis, Mannix, Macy Gray, Stereophonics, Chili Peppers, Blur, Gomez, Supergrass, Mercury Rev, Fatboy Slim, Semisonic. Remember, pop side's got Madonna and Robbie and Five and Steps and Texas and Jerry Halliwell and Martine McCutcheon, Melanie C, Gabrielle, S Club 7. But yeah, these are always good, as I say, overviews of the year. Another classical one, most relaxing classical album in the world ever, 2. Again, all the usual suspects on here. But it's also got things like John Williams' Schindler's List theme. I think it's got, Barrington Furlong's Inspector Morse theme. James Horner's My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. Plus the proper classical stuff. And this has got Larker's Ending by Vaughan Williams, which is probably my favourite classical piece of music. This is back to the Bond soundtracks. This is Thunderball. John Barry's, the 4th Bond film. John Barry's, he sort of half did Doctor No, so 3.5. Soundtrack. This has got... No, it hasn't. So it's got 6 bonus tracks on here that weren't on the original album release, which I recently bought, but I haven't listened to yet. It's got Tom Jones's main title vocal. It hasn't got any vocal versions of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which was a theme. Watch part 1, I think it was, I talked about. Originally was going to be the theme, but then it was dropped because the producers insisted on having a title song called Fundable. Another Brits album. This is 2004. The other way, no, it's a bit more mixed on this one. CD2 is a bit more hip, but not much. Oh, we got on here Dido, Will Young, Busted, Kylie, Mystique, Sophie Ellis Bextor, Blur, Stereophonics, Amy Winehouse, Duran Duran. They must have got the Lifetime Achievement Award that year. Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, Outkast, Lamar, Lemon Jelly, Nice Weather for Ducks. I love that track. Muse, Badly Drawn Boy, Bowie, Alicia Keys, Christina Aguilera. Another Bond soundtrack. This is You Only Live Twice. Just picked up the album for this as well. Again, this has got 7 tracks but one on the vinyl version. One of my favourite John Barry soundtracks. He sort of worked up, and then the next one, which was on Her Majesty's, which I mentioned in part 2, I think it was. My favourite, but yeah, it's well on the way towards it. And we have Mary Poppins. This is a remastered release from a few years back. All the classic songs from the classic film. I just love the songs from this, but I love the film. This has also got an interview with the Sherman Brothers on it, which they play some demo recordings of some of the tracks. But yeah, this is nice. This fits into my Beatles collection. This is the soundtrack to the film I Am Sam, and this is all Beatles covers by various artists. So it's got Amy Mann and Michael Penn, Rufus Wainwright, Eddie Vedder, Sheryl Crow, Ben Folds, Stereophonics with Vines, Black Crows, Paul Westerberg, Grandaddy, Nick Cave, Amy Mann on her own, Neil and Liam Finn, and another Nick Cave on there. There's some nice covers on there. And then another 50s compilation, again for quiz purposes. This is million selling hits of the 50s. These were million sellers in the US, but most of them were hits over here. These are all the original versions as well, which isn't always the case. So you've got Al Martino's Here in My Heart, which was the first ever #1 in the UK from 1952. In the proper, it used to be sheet music charts, but once they went on to recorded music charts, that was the first UK #1. Nat King Cole, Dean Martin, Fats Domino, K-Star, Tennessee Ernie Ford, Fleetwood, Sam Cooke, Victor Moan, I said Fats Domino, Dean Martin, Nat King Cole. Another nice mixture. Okay, a bit short of that part, but works better if I do it like this. So that's the end of part 4. 3 previous parts are on the playlist. I think there's going to be 2 more parts to this, which will come probably weekly from now on. So thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.